The lobby of the Stratford Grand was all gold leaf and judgmental silence. I was standing there, dripping wet from a sudden Seattle downpour, my cheap hoodie soaked through and my sneakers squeaking on the marble. I looked like a stray cat, not a tech consultant. The receptionist, a guy named Brad with a haircut that cost more than my rent, didn't even look up. He just sighed. A long, annoyed sound. "Deliveries are in the back, buddy," he said, waving a hand without making eye contact. I cleared my throat, feeling the chill. "Actually, I have a 10:30 with the board of directors. I'm here for the security audit." Brad finally looked up, and he actually laughed. It was that sharp, condescending bark. "The board? Sure thing, man. And I'm the king of England. Look, we don't allow loitering. If you aren't leaving, I'm calling security." I tried to explain that my car had broken down 3 blocks away, but he just cut me off. He picked up the phone and started describing a, quote, "suspicious individual in the lobby," really leaning into the drama. 10 minutes later, 2 guards were physically escorting me toward the revolving doors. Brad was leaning over his desk, a smug, nasty grin on his face. He actually whispered, "Know your place, kid." Just as they reached the door, the elevators chimed. Out walked the CEO, the CFO, and the chairman. They looked frantic. The CEO, Marcus, spotted me, and his face went white. "Leo, what on earth is happening?" The guards froze. Brad's grin, it didn't just fade, it evaporated. "Marcus," I said, shaking off the guard's grip, "your man Brad here was just explaining that I don't fit the vibe of the Stratford." The silence in that lobby was deafening. Marcus looked at the guards, then at the trembling receptionist, and then back at me. "Leo is the founder of the firm we're paying 7 figures to save this company," Marcus said, his voice dropping to a dangerous quiet growl. I looked at Brad. He was staring at the floor, his face the color of a ripe tomato. I didn't say a word. I just walked past him, leaving a trail of wet footprints on his pristine floor. 2 hours later, Marcus asked me if I had any notes on the front-end staff. I just smiled and said, "I think the lobby could use a change in atmosphere." Brad was gone by lunch. Never judge a book by its cover, especially when that book owns the library.